from scratch. So as you know that everyone want to be a cloud architect, so I'm just going to start from the meaning of cloud. What exactly meaning of cloud computing? Anyone can please describe me? What exactly meaning of cloud computing?
Managing any infra or the internet.
Exactly. And what's the benefit of cloud technology?
Yeah, we can say the resources are shared, hosted in the cloud environment, and we are just using those resources based on the requirement.
Okay. And uh, what's the difference between cloud and virtualization? Any idea?
Virtualization, yeah, I think in virtualization, like generally we host our infrastructure in the internal. I mean, if you're not talking about cloud, basically we have a physical infrastructure. I mean, on top of ESXi, we are going to install the virtual machines
Yeah,
and
it is
share the resources.
mainly it is dedicated to individual no
Um,
organization.
yeah,
Okay.
and and other thing is like in if you're going with the like the normal VMware, which is hosted in internal environment, like we need a lot of resources to manage. We need people to manage, and we need data center, and it uses a lot of power consumption and so many things. With respect to cloud, like we are going with some cloud provider, and we are hosting our resources over there and using their environment to manage. But only thing is we manage the machines, like the operating system, on a need basis.
Exactly. Exactly. Fine. Right now, we don't need to install any kinds of VMware machine over a portal or over your on laptop. We will be start working with VMware when we perform the task related to the migration. For example, you are running your SQL database on on-premises and you want to migrate into the cloud over Azure portal. That time, we need to install the VMware and we will make our entire setup. Fine. Okay. Um, so basically, cloud computing is a kinds of technology like as a Cisco, like as a server, like as a networking. These are the technology, VMware, like as a virtualization. So all are the technology. Basically, the cloud is the front end technology, and virtualization is back end technology. Means all activity are happen with the help of virtualization. And cloud is just a result of your activity that you are done in the backend process. In technical word, in other word, we can say cloud computing is a technology that can reduce the cost, timing, and manpower as well. And it is easy to implement, easy to troubleshoot, and it's really helpful to grow of any organization. So I'm categorized the cloud technology to better understand into the two part, work-based and technology-based. So as per the name work-based, the meaning of work-based, why you are moving yourself into the cloud, why organization moving ourselves into the cloud, are which types of options, which types of services are available over a cloud portal. So we have a three different way to perform our start our work over a cloud. First, IaaS, SaaS, and PaaS. So anyone can have you heard about these types of activity like as any idea related to the infrastructure as a service or software as a service? Anyone can please give me the example?
Yeah, infrastructure as a service means any company no need to purchase any hardware. They just they get if we get from iOS, so they can install the whatever the operating system they need and they start it because they no need to spend money on the hardware. So that's how the iOS work.
Okay, okay, fine, great. So means we don't need to pay much amount to purchase the hardware. You just need to pay the only rent, only the bill that you uses.
Use hard that you resource what you use.
Right, exactly. What about software as a services?
Uh, Even you will be getting platform and application also. So you just need to directly configure your application and it will work.
In case of software as a service, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So software as a service, as per the name, you can start working. You can start to using your software without paying any license. I hope you both of you know about the Office 365 activity. Have you idea
Yeah.
about the Office 365? What exactly work over Office 365?
Basically, like normally in our environment, we use Office 365 for email, so and Skype. So everything is hosted over there, and we just use uh, I mean, we configure the mailboxes and Skype accounts in Office 365. Everything is hosted over there, and uh, and we just use the email services and Skype services.
Right, email services, Skype services, Office related services like Excel, Access, PowerPoint, Word, all
Word,
are available.
PowerPoint, yeah,
Office
or and
365.
Power BI, etc. Yeah,
Yep. Um, Yammer, OneDrive for Business, Skype for Business,
yep,
all are
yep,
available. So in this
right.
case, you no need to purchase the license. You need to purchase the subscription. For example, on my base laptop, I don't have any MS Office tool, for example. So I'm just going to create my account over Office 365 and purchase our account subscription only 450 rupees. And in the 450 rupees, it can provide me a five devices or five different means we can use the Office package into the five different devices like as a mobile phone, laptop, tab as well. I need to pay only 450 rupees per month, and they just provide me 30 GB of free RDC space, five user calling in Skype, and OneDrive for business as well. It can provide in the 450 rupees only.
So, so you said Word, for example, Manjit, if you purchase 5 license, so can we install that license on local machine? No, right?
No, 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 no. It's a totally fully online. So you need
Fully
to
online. Yeah.
be connect with internet and just proper log in your account. That
Yeah, yeah,
given
but
by
only via web. Okay.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So in the software as a services, I'll describe you how we can execute our software, how we can create or design or develop our software without purchasing any license. You just create your and execute your activity over a portal and just start using.
Okay.
And next is the platform as a service. So platform as a service, as per the name, actually Azure portal and AWS portal can provide two different types of services: manageable service and non-manageable service. Okay, so manageable service means you are the responsible person to manage the entire activity related to your resource that you want to purchase, that you want to take on rent. For example, you are creating a virtual machine. So virtual machine is the best example of manageable service. Means you are the responsible person to decide the RAM, hard disk, operating system, cores of CPU. You are the person, you are the responsible person. So that is counted as a manageable service. And some unmanageable service are available. Like as I'm just giving you a single example of Beanstack. So Beanstack is the kinds of service that can help us to deploy our any kinds of website. Your website is running over a Java, PHP, .NET, C Sharp, any platform you're using to create your website. With the help of Beanstack, you can deploy. You can
It's
deploy automatically.
Beamstack, Manjit. Sorry, BEAM.
Beanstack. Beanstack is a service that can help us to deploy the website.
Okay, Beamstack. Okay, Beanstalk.
Beanstack means, for example, you have your own website on the pen drive. For example, I'll show you. Actually, I have already purchased a one domain only for the practice, only for the live example activity. So,
Okay,
for example, this is my dummy website. This is my dummy website. I am just creating this website with the help of .NET and HTML. So, this is the data that created with the help of .NET and HTML. So, we can deploy it automatically by purchasing the service of Beanstack.
okay,
So, platform as a service, the Beanstack is the best example of platform as a service. Means we no need to make any kinds of activity. You just create a Beanstack and just upload your data. Simple. And Beanstack can
okay,
give you the URL, and you could be use the URL and customize with your own domain that you are running over a GoDaddy.com. Fine, not in the single day, but you will be able to make the entire activity. Means, for example, some clients are saying, I want to migrate my entire website from the GoDaddy.com to the Azure because .com have a lot of problem. My website is slow, and I need to pay much amount. So
okay,
I'll give you the live example. I'll give you the live practical to migrate the website, running website from your GoDaddy.com or another vendor into the clouds.
okay.
So, Manjit, I have a
Fine.
question. What is the
Yeah, please.
difference between SaaS and PaaS?
SaaS and PaaS. SaaS is a basically a pre-designed activity. We need to just purchase a subscription. Everything is managed by the owner, portal provider, cloud
Okay.
provider. And platform as a service can give us a lot of option, and we need to create it.
What is it again?
uh, Platform as a service, we need to just create it and decide the platform, like a .NET platform, PHP platform, or Java platform, and proceed to create the platform as a service and start using. And this in the SaaS, software as a service, we need to create our account, we need to create our application, and just start doing our work. It can just give you the platform to create your application, create your website. And platform can give you the option to deploy it.
So, infrastructure as a service, you're getting a whole infrastructure as a service, and you are putting whatever applications you want on your infrastructure. So, what is the
Exactly.
difference between IaaS and PaaS now?
We have a single word to describe about the IaaS and PES. So you can say both are related to the management of infrastructure activity, but the infrastructure as a service is count as a manageable service of cloud, and the platform as a service is called non-manageable service. Fine. That is the best way to understand about the activity related to the IAS and PAS.
Uh, but Manjit, I think in the previous example you told, like even in PaaS we have both manageable or non-manageable, right?
Like,
You said like in PaaS, like we are responsible person who can manage resources like creating VMs. And then we have non-manageable also. You said right, like Beanstalk. In PaaS we said we have two types.
no. See,
Hmm.
we just create a Beanstack. We just create. We are not
Okay,
doing any kinds of backend activity. Although
okay,
in the IaaS, you are creating a virtual machine by choosing our own resources. You need a 8 GB of
okay,
RAM, you need to select. You need a 2-core CPU, you need to select. But in the past, you just select the platform .NET and just click it, next, next, next. Your bean
Okay.
stack is installed successfully.
Okay. So basically, the manager, whatever we manage, that is in a short single term, we can manage that comes under IaaS, and PaaS is like we create the stack and then do it. Okay.
Exactly. You can also take the example of load balancer. So may I know the which
Mhm.
type? But after 3 to 4 classes, we will also discuss about the infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. That time you have a much idea related to the portal services. So that
Okay.
time you
Okay.
will be able to easily make a difference between the infrastructure as service and platform as a service. But right now we are just a layman in the term of
Okay.
cloud technology. Like I don't know about the Bean stack. Like I don't know about the virtual machine. So firstly, we need to implement it.
Yes. Mhm.
Try to create our own practical environment. After that, we will discuss. Although you just
Okay.
take in our mind the manageable service, the IAS is the kinds of manageable service means every activity related to the services, we are the responsible person. And in the
Okay.
platform as a service, they are just providing a platform. They are just providing
Yep.
a platform. It cannot be give us an option to understand what exactly happened in backend.
Okay. But
For
in all the
example,
cases, yeah, sorry. But in all the cases, infrastructure is hosted in the cloud environment. So we are just using their resources, right? In all of them.
all activity related to the cloud portal, all activity related, all resources we will be take from the cloud environment. All are the virtual environment. For
Okay.
better understanding, we are dividing the part of IaaS and SAS and PaaS.
Okay. Okay.
Got it? So no
Yep.
worry about it. Once we done the practical of both activity, you are able to understand the exact meaning of these.
Okay.
Fine. Anything else that know about the these activity like infrastructure as a service? Any question from any side?
No.
Okay. So next, first one is the public cloud, right? So as per the name, the public cloud is basically available for everyone. Anyone can start using the public cloud. No need to implement the better infrastructure. No need to implement any kinds of tools or application. You should have a 2 GB of laptop and 10 Mbps of internet plan. That's it. You can start using. The private is basically just like a VMware, Citrix, or Hyper-V. OpenStack is also. So these are counted as a private cloud because in this case you are the responsible person to implement the resources as well, and you can take care of the entire activity in the back end and front end also. That is called private technology. That is called private cloud. And the meaning of hybrid is the public and private combination of both. If your organization in your organization some department are working over a VMware and some department or some resources are working over a Azure portal and you want to make a connection between each other, so that time that is called the activity called is hybrid.
Oh, what was it again? What is the name of that activity?
In case of hybrid, you are talking about the hybrid.
Yes, you mentioned the name now when you're connecting two different cloud providers.
Okay, okay. For example, this is your organization and you are the owner of this particular organization, and in your organization you are implementing some SAN, some database, and some servers, virtual machine, etc, right? And some resources are working, some resources are configured over a VMware technology, and some working on premises. On premises means uh, just you are using a physical server, and after some time you have about the Azure portal or any cloud technology. So this is your Microsoft Azure portal, and from portal you are purchasing some services. You are implementing some services, like you are purchase a server from cloud, you are purchase some database or storage from cloud, and you want to make a connection, you want to make a synchronization between the all. So you want to make a single place to manage all activity. So these types of scenario is called hybrid technology, hybrid cloud. Is it okay?
Yeah, that's
Basically,
fine.
you're saying
That's
like, for example, yeah, for example, like we have our infrastructure hosted in our environment, and if you want, like, for example, extra storage or database, we purchase from, for example, Azure, and then use it with our environment, right?
Right.
But why do we do that, Manjit?
For
For example, let's say if you are purchasing storage and using wants to use it with our internal environment, there will be a lot of latency, right?
See, the question is that why we are using the cloud and on-premises both at a time, right?
Yep.
So, for example, your organization is running from last 20 to 25 year old, right? You have
Okay.
already implement your storage, you have already implement your server, and your SAN is also running from last 20 years. But as per the compare of on-premises activity and cloud activity, so cloud on-premises is little bit costly in compare of our cloud. For example, you are implementing one physical server in your environment. You know that our server is running 24/7, and you need minimum 3 employees are required to monitor the server activity, and all server engineer guy taken up to 35 to 40,000 salary per month. When you start your server in the cloud, only one person can handle, only one person can manage the entire activity, because no matter of hardware failure, everything is handled by the provider. No need
Okay.
to monitoring. You just create a alert on your mobile phone, you will be get a alert on a basic to basic information. That is the reason
Okay.
organizations are shifting into the cloud.
Okay.
Fine. Fine.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So this is the basically hybrid technology. Means you are using a VMware, you are using the Azure at a time. So that is called hybrid cloud technology. Means you are using virtualization and cloud both at a time. So called hybrid. Now, in next step, I don't know about the Azure. So like that, I'm just going to start working with Microsoft Azure, and then we'll discuss about the certification, contents, and topic as well, and also I'll show you the portal and services as well. So
Manjit, one quick question.
yeah, please.
So this course is for how many weeks?
Actually, I need to confirm the exact content that you are both looking. If you are proceeding yourself for 532 and 33, I need 40 hours to complete the entire content. If you are looking only for the 33 and 35 admin level, so it required a minimum 50 hours, 50 to 55 hours. So once I'll just discuss with IntelliPad and just uh, go through the entire requirement and let you know.
Okay.
Fine. So I'm just going to start working with Microsoft Azure. So firstly, we need to create a Azure account. How many candidates have account over Azure portal?
No.
Anyone are using the Azure account?
I have it.
Right. You are using free trial account?
Yeah, free.
No problem. So we need to open
So there is
portal.
nothing called free trial, right? Like we have to give our credit card and they will take it based on how much the usage, right?
Actually, the $200 or 13,300 rupees are given by the Azure for month. The
That is for
basic
everybody.
requirement is mail ID and your credit or debit card. And it just did take 2 rupees from your account and return it only for the verification.
So Manjit, I already have my Office account which I use to manage Office 365. Can I use that? No, I mean it's better if I go for the new one.
If your account is subscribed, so I hope if you have your office account, so I think you are using the pay as you go account. So you need to pay bill for every usage. If you are just start working with Azure first time, you should be create your own free trial account over a portal and just
Okay,
execute
okay,
any kinds of services according to you need it without any
okay,
restriction you can use.
okay,
Right?
okay, sure.
So this is the portal.azure.com, and you should have a mail ID, credit or debit card, and it will be detect 2 rupees from our account and just revert it you into next 24 hours. Next, I'm talking about the subscription, or we can say that account type. So Azure can give us a latest, just give us a lot of subscription, but as per the starter, I'm just going to describe you only 2 types of activity, 2 types of account type. Like as first is free trial account, and in the free trial it can give us a 30 days, and if you are using the Indian card, it can credit 13,300 rupees. If you are using international card, it can give you $200 in your account, in your portal account, in your Azure account. And next one is the pay as you go. The next
So what
another
is
account name is pay as you go. Yeah, fine. But tell me.
no, sorry, like what is this like amount do we need to pay or what exactly is this like?
No, Azure can credit in your account, in your Azure account,
Oh,
not bank
okay,
account.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, understand.
and just like a mobile talk time and
Talk time, okay,
validity.
okay,
If you are just
okay,
finish your talk time in 10 days, no matter your validity is 30 days, you can't be use any kinds of services from portal.
okay,
In other term, you are just save the entire money. You have 13,300, and you are just consuming your 25 days. So you have just 5 days to consume your 13,000 amount.
okay, okay. So for 30 days they give that much amount and then like we just need to use it in that 30 days. Whatever the
Yep,
services we want to use it. Okay.
yep, yep. If you want to continue with the same account, you need to convert. You need to change your subscription from free trial to pay as you go. And as per the name pay as you go, you need to pay for every services that you work that you start over a portal.
Okay. Okay.
Now, any question related to the account type, because you need to create your own account for the better practice. And every if you want to be a good in cloud architect, it's a fully depend upon you, and it's a fully depend upon how much time you are spending over a portal.
Okay.
Now, any question related to the account? Can I proceed it?
Yeah. So this is only for practice, right? For us, or like our individual users. Like you're just explaining us like how the individual users, what type of accounts they use. But generally, when we go to actual cloud environment, they don't go for these account types, right? Pay as you go or free trial. Generally, we will have a big contract with cloud company, and every user will have a portal to go and connect, right? Or maybe they directly access the servers or RDP or something. This is only for individual accounts you're talking, right? These account types.
No. It is the account type is for every cloud architect who handle the services over a portal. Although you
Okay.
are running your big organization, for example, you are working with IVM,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to perform the task, you want to implement some services over a Azure portal. So that time you need to purchase a pay as you go account. That time you need to create your pay as you go account.
Okay.
I'll I'll I'll,
I mean,
I'll,
to
I'll, I'll I'll give you the
okay.
another example. I hope you know about the Active Directory.
Yes.
Got it? In the Active Directory, you know that you have a different types of object.
Yep.
May I know
Oh yeah, we
any
have like
object?
user accounts, groups,
User account,
like
groups, OU, and
OUs.
computer
Yep.
computer science,
Yep.
right?
Right. Right.
You are the responsible person to create a user, and you are the responsible person to provide the policy over a user. You're just
Yes.
making me a user, only user. I don't have a
Right.
much credential. So I'm just creating a Azure account with the name of XYZ, and the
Uh-huh.
XYZ is root account. XYZ is the admin or portal.
Okay.
So XYZ can make n number of users
Okay.
with
Mm-hmm.
different policy.
Okay. Okay.
1 minute. This is XYZ user,
Uh-huh.
okay, and the XYZ is handle the entire activity related to the portal because it's a root account, or we can say that it's
Okay.
admin account, and
Mm-hmm.
it uh, a root account can make n number of users with different policies.
Yes.
Like it's just making A B C 1 2 3 uh, triple A, triple D, triple W, like that. These are the users. ABC is responsible to manage only VM because Azure root account can give the permission to create the VM.
Okay.
And 1 2
Mm-hmm.
3 is responsible to manage the storage. Triple A is responsible for the development, any kinds of activity. This is for SQL database server, and this one for the security.
Yeah. Okay.
So like that. In the real scenario, in the real organization level, organization can give you the only one root account, and the root account is responsible to create a number of user as per the user work.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now fine.
Yep, yep. I can give my example. For example, in my company, like I recently got access to Office 365 portal to manage Exchange and Office Exchange and Skype accounts. So it means my root admin has given me access to provide to manage Exchange. So it means like even my account is like it's a paid account, right? The one which he has created, it's a pay per go account, is it?
Right.
and if for the normal users, like who are actually using the services, for example, let's say I have created a mailbox and Skype for the users. So it means
Huh.
what type of account is that account? I mean, or we are just assigning a license for them. How that would work?
Can you please repeat? Actually, I didn't get it.
Yeah. So what I'm asking is, let's say like I am admin, okay? Like my root administrator gave me an access to manage the exchange. So it means he created one admin account for me to manage exchange. So that is also pay account, right? I mean pay per account. And what about the individual users, like who are the end users who are actually using the exchange services? So what type of like account is that, or the licenses? That is
Account.
different.
Yeah, it's a totally different. You're talking about the user that using the exchange services.
Yeah.
You're talking about the mailing.
Yeah, for example, mailing. So they don't need a pay as go account, right?
No. You need to purchase a package. Under the package, you will be get a 25 mail, 50 mail, 1000 mail, 2000 mail. According to your package, is decide how many users you have. So it's a totally separate thing.
That is, yeah, no, that comes under software licensing. Okay, got your point. Okay,
Yeah, it's other thing. We are just discussing about the Azure account type.
admin.
So
Okay,
account type
okay,
is two types: pay as you go or free trial.
okay. Got it. Thanks, man.
Yep. Uh, any question from other side? Okay, so next I'm just going to describe you about the some activity related to the certification. So basically, the Azure certification is starting from 532, 70532, 70533, and last one is the 70535. But maybe from next month it's just upgraded our certification name and some contents as well, not fully contents are upgraded. It can just also upgraded some contents. So I'll show you the which types of content are available under the 532 or 535, 33 as well. So 33, 32 is for developer, 33 is for the architect, associate, and 535 is also for architect, admin level. If you are just starting your activity with Microsoft Azure, firstly we need to proceed ourselves from 32 to 33. To be a good cloud architect. Any question?
like after this course, like which certification we should be able to take? Manjit?
32 and 33 both. Firstly, we just start working with 32 and then 33.
So developer means, is it like complete developing? Like what exactly is developer certificate?
No, not a fully development part. In this part, the architect level activity is also implemented.
Okay. See, actually, my requirement for joining this course is like, let me speak to you clearly. This is Khalil here. I have an interview next month, okay, with one of the big organization. I mean, basically, like with Microsoft, I can say like one of my friend is referring me. So they told me to take a certification in Azure Cloud. That position is for like cloud like consultant. So which one? I mean, I would be able to take like, and I have not yet registered for the exam because I thought I'd talk to you first and then register for the exam. So which one? This is for cloud consultant, right? So according to that, I mean, can I go for 532?
You just proceed yourself forward 32 and 33 as well, both.
Okay, okay.
One thing is that actually I'm also providing consulting over a cloud, like as a preparing the interview and preparing for the
Okay,
examination and creating a blueprint as well. So I have already
okay,
one of 3 to 5 candidates from US side.
okay,
So
okay,
do one thing, you should be send me the entire JD first, and
okay.
we start working over a JD that you properly able to crack the interview.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'll get in touch with you, Manjit. Thanks for letting me know. I'll get the JD for you, and then
And
accordingly I can prepare for the interview.
no worry related to the certification, because I have already worked with Pearson View Center up to 1.5 years in the Delhi location. So still I
Oh,
have a lot of link in Pearson View. Means in Delhi location, Delhi NCR and Noida Gurgaon, total up to 20-25 Pearson View Center. They are just taking the examination of Microsoft. So I'll guide you how you just start your preparation for the certification especially.
oh, thank you very much. I'm currently in Chicago, but I think yeah, but still I think it would be same, right? I think how to prepare. Yeah.
Sorry, what's the cost of certification?
I think let me check online. I think it's on $150 US dollars.
Okay, but India in just 4,800 rupees per certification.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I need to check. I'm just, or it might be 150 to 200. I don't know exactly. Yeah,
One
I can check and let you know.
150 or 160.